Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am on Swiss Court in London, and behind me, you can see all the coats of arms of the 26 cantons of Switzerland. One of them in the middle has got Liberté et Patrie as their motto, liberty and fatherland. There's the coat of arms of Switzerland itself right in the middle. Bears featuring quite a few. You might recognize the blue and white. That's of Zurich, Switzerland's largest city, the Nordic capital, Bern. Anyway, these were erected here in 1977, the occasion of Her Britannic Majesty's Silver Jubilee. That's to say, celebrating 25th anniversary of her accession to the throne. And then this little area was renamed Swiss Court in 1991 for the 700th anniversary of Swiss independence. Because in 1291, Switzerland was part of Austria, and then some men gathered at Rütli, a forest clearing in the canton of Schwyz, and they vowed never to be oppressed. They vowed this to each other. They were Eidgenossen, as in oath comrades. And the Swiss Confederation is sometimes called the Eidgenossenschaft, which would be literally the oath comradeship. And so Switzerland started out as just one canton called Schwyz. Schwyz is the one that's given its name to all the others. And more cantons joined. So power was very diffused because the valleys were fairly cut off from each other. Communication was not that fast, so it's very easy to resist central government. And that's why the cantons work by cooperation. And then it's only in 1846, after the Swiss Civil War, that the federal government at Bern gathered a bit more power, and that's that. And it's still a confederation. That's why, strictly speaking, any of the cantons could declare independence, could go and separate. And the cantonal system worked very well in the 16th century when Protestantism was introduced. And Switzerland was not torn apart by the Reformation. There was some fighting because the cantons agreed that they'd either be Catholic or be Protestant, and somebody who did not conform to the state church of that canton would be discriminated against, and that was it. And if you didn't like it, you moved to another one. Moreover, Catholics would not intervene in favour of Catholic minorities in other cantons, and Protestants would not intervene in favour of Protestant minorities in other cantons. It was a live and let live. To some extent, discriminate and let discriminate, but it worked without too much bloodshed. But Switzerland was 2/3 Protestant. The northern cantons, the more populous ones, mostly Protestant. Ulrich Zwingli came from there, for example. Geneva was famously very Protestant. John Knox, the Scots reformer, went there and said, "I found there the most angelic school of Christ." So this used to be Swiss Airlines House behind me, but they demolished it several years ago and built this decidedly bland edifice in room of it. And to my rear, you can see a typical Swiss clock, and every hour on the hour, the bells will ring and these figurines will do their dance around. So that's Leicester Square, and you can see there's a street performer who's really getting the crowd going behind me. Okay, I'll switch it off now.